Once again, Tagbatan National High School. Like this answer before in my head. Let's get it up. Thank you so much for that wonderful performance in testing number 10. Now, we're on to the last contestant for the talent portion. From Santa Fe National High School, contestant number 11. We now take the stage. Okay, once again, Santa Fe National High School. Bawat salong ng ating kasaysayan, may mga kwentong nalabas sa kwentong bumula sa ambisyon, pag-asa at katatagan. Kasi kayo, ang pag-alis mula sa pangarap, ang mayakap tulong at pag-ibigay na nagiging alaala. Sa iyong bawat ito ay nakakawag sa kwento ng pangarap. Ang ulit daw sa isang naglas na buwan sa pagsasabi ko, umalis ka sa kanilang mga sa buhay ko sa bukid hanggang sa kanilang pinapasan. Ngunit sa bawat akbang ng kanyang pinataan, dahil ang bigat sa lito at panagalihan. Ang kanyang mga kamay na nagbilang dito sa nakakagulat paus ay nagsisisi-sisi ng kanyang relasyon. Mga oras at minuto sa ilalim ng araw, sa malamig na sigaw ng mga tao, o sa mga nagsisabi, lahat para sa isang pangarap na tunay na pag-alam. Ang mga pagbigay ng kasamanismo para sa kanyang pamilya. Ngunit, sa likod ng mga may mga iba ang hindi inspirational message. Let us first have an intermission number from Ken Abbott National High School. Ken Abbott National High School po. Once again, Ken Abbott intermission na po. Yan na. Right now. Ken Abbott National High School. You may now take the stage for intermission number. Once again, from Ken Abbott National High School. Once again, from Ken Abbott National High School. International High School for that wonderful intermission. And now, let us hear from an inspirational message from one of our judges, Miss Kim Ashley Altonaba Alar.
Hello. To the Girl Scouts of the Philippines Eastern Samar Council, spearheaded by the dynamic council executive, Tita Karina Benefe, the untiring faculty and staff of Lalawigan National High School, troop leaders from all over the province, Girl Scouts, good evening. Good evening, Girl Scouts.
Good evening.
Okay, so thank you. You're still there pala. I take this opportunity with great honor and privilege, standing in front of a crowd that in no time will forge our province, or even more. Years ago, I was a Girl Scout who was in your exact position, looking forward to the next encampment and hoping that it would take me as far as possible. Scouting was my training ground. From a girl who was once in the shadows to a woman who bravely took on the stage. Whatever I am today, I draw thanks from Girl Scouting. I want you to look around, to look at your fellow Girl Scouts. Perhaps at this moment you don't realize the impact of this event, but in the future, just as I have, you will realize how Girl Scouting helped in building your confidence, in building camaraderie, and of course in making memories that you will take till you age. When Tita Ina, through Tita Nelly, told me that I will be one of the judges for this event, I immediately said yes. You know why? This is like a step back in time. And I couldn't help but wonder how many girls out here will become doctors, nurses, teachers, professionals, or even girls who will pursue their dreams. To each and every one of you, I want you to look at me and to realize that I was once like you. And whatever you want to be, you can achieve. Girls, enjoy every moment of this activity and make the most of it. I'm Kim Ashley Alar, once a Girl Scout, always a Girl Scout. Thank you.
Can we hear a Girl Scout clap? Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts. Energy check. Again. Energy check.
Wow, energized. All right, okay. Now, for the third exposure is the question and answer. We have seen their beauty and talent. Now, it's time to hear their thoughts. In this question and answer portion, our candidates will show their confidence and how they embody the values of a true Girl Scout.
But first, before all of that, let's first hear from an intermission number from Eastern Samar National Comprehensive High School.
Binabatik daw.
And girls, for the Q&A portion, kindly prepare na lang kamo din may stage lapit.
Ang mga candidates po, prepare na po kami dito stage. Ligid po. Thank you. Once again, from ESN CHS. Thank you for that, ESN CHS. Now let's proceed to the question and answer.
Let's go, princess. Go, princess.
May we request the candidates to stay at the side of the stage, please? May we request all the candidates to stand by the stage, please? Everyone, candidates. Candidates.
Go, princess. Ikaw nga, Andrew. Ang hirap.
Contestant number 1. Lily Salvador Mascosa, a 17 years old, a Logan National High School upper-class conscious and harmonious. A husband, honor student, elementary, a student journalist, and a band member. Parents are Dr. Anissa Salvador Mascosa and Lida Salvador Mascosa. She believes that every small act of kindness can make a big difference. Her motto in life is be prepared. Contestant number 2. Deanna name is Deanna Miles Bobila. She is currently 15 years old and she was born on March 28, 2010. Her parents are Julita Bobila and Ziroan Bobila. Her personal motto is to be the change if you want to see it in the world. Her personal belief is that as a Girl Scout, I stand to empower and encourage others and to lead as an example by making it possible impact and gain the world peace. Her true leader is Tita Nelly Tita. Contestant number 2. Juela Marie Olden Jr., 17 years old, from Canada National High School. I am a confident girl who believes in herself and strives to do her best in everything. Enjoy learning new things and helping others. Parents are Maria, Viola Sena, supportive and loving parents, who encourage me to be responsible for life. Your motto in life is be prepared and see what's in you. She believes in being kind, honest, and helpful to everyone. I love respect, teamwork, and responsibility. Contestant number 4. A pleasant evening for our distinguished judges, fellow contestants, and every Girl Scout present. She is Erica Ray O. E. Chávez, 15 years old, contestant number 4, representing Dolores National High School. Who will talk with a girl who only joined the Girl Scouts of the Philippines for the exam extension for fun will be here in Philippines and be a contestant of this wonderful event tonight. Joining the search for Miss Popular was a very nerve-wracking and agitating. But with the help and touch of her fellow Girl Scouts from Dolores, they managed to make it possible. And once again, she is Erica May Gold Lee Channel. Contestant number 4 and her vision is to create a world where every girl is empowered to realize her full potential, lead with confidence, and shape a future built with equality and strength. Take it. Contestant number 5, Trisha Marilyn A. Warner, 14 years old, presenting ESN PHS. Born December 23, 2007, her goal was women empowerment. Parents are Mr. and Mrs. General Leonor, and youth leaders, Rosita Cabanata. She believes every girl has the strength and courage to lead, to serve, and to create positive change in her community. Camille Joy G. Adriano. A 22 years old walker and Joy Ramatika and Lolita Nino Adriano. Currently living at Barangay Mando, Eastern Summer. She is currently studying at Salcedo Vocational High School, located at Barangay Naparahan, Salcedo. She is a modern graduate in SDH at Salcedo Vocational High School, Marching Band, and a campus learner. Her two leaders are Ma'am Marilyn Casino and Ma'am Jolette Abreu. She believes in the motto that it's only the heart that one can see the night. What is essential is invisible to the eye. She's lately been encouraged by Josefa Elias Escobar, the founder of Girl Scouts of the Philippines. She's a national hero known for her humanitarian work during World War II. An independent and brave woman. Her hobbies are dancing, cooking, arts, reading, and singing. Contestant number 7, Kylie Nicole Hermosa Miguel. At 13 years old, from Mascot East in Sama. She loves modeling since kid and won the Miss Intramural 2025 in Mascot East in Sama. She also loves to dance and play piano. She becomes a band member when she was grade 6 and still around. She is also an all-time swimmers and loves swimming to God. She is the daughter of Mr. Nelson and Rick and Mrs. Evelyn Ellinger and Cousin Anna. That becomes Miss Universe. She is married to Melissa Morsa. She believes a real self-worth finds writers when she serves others. Contestant number 8, Princess Louie Bella Casino. She was born September 23, 2010. Her parents are Loida Casino and Jason Casino from Relevida National High School. Eden Luis Ayosa Araya, 15 years old, born August 21, 2010. She's currently studying at Taft National High School. Her mother is Lori Lee Ayosa, and her troop leader is Eva Yorita May Aguero. Her advocacy is Step Up, Move In for Confidence program. Her advocacy team is building self-esteem and confidence among young girls through dance. It defines that they should be able to hold free lead dance classes for younger Girl Scouts or school children to promote self-expression, discipline, and teamwork. And as an SBA dance student and a Girl Scout, she mentors others, promotes inclusivity, and models positive self-image through leadership by example.
Contestant number 10. Faith Saint Louis A. Robert, 14 years old, from Tabaca National High School. Parents are Gina Robert and Jesse Robert. She is a accomplished journalist, academic achiever, and a grade 9 student. Hobbies are cooking and reading. Her personal defense, hard work leads to success. Her truth leader is Rose A. Rose A. Manumbano.
Contestant number 11.
Eleven. 11.
Now, let's start the question and answer portion. Candidate number 1. May call on all Girl Scout candidates to please head on stage for the question and answer portion.
Candidate number 1. May we call on Ms. Kim Sato for the question.
Question number 3 po.
Okay, good evening, candidate number 1.
Good evening po.
How are you?
I feel so nervous.
Don't be nervous. Okay, as talaga niya. So here's the question. Question number 3. If you were to choose one character in the Girl Scout law, what characteristic would it be and why?
The characteristic would be really good with discipline, rather. Because a Girl Scout should embody discipline. First and foremost, from the activities that we do, of course, we need discipline for making those activities, from the practices and from our teachers. We need to obey what they tell us because we know that it's for our own good. I choose discipline because as a Girl Scout and as a troop leader, discipline is the most important character a Girl Scout should embody because it was make every activity successful. Thank you.
Dorisha.
Candidate, thank you for that wonderful answer. Candidate number 2 from Balangkay. For candidate number 2 from Balangkay National High School, Scout and Easter Summer Girl Representative, Phoebe Valgado, to ask the question.
Hello, Ate. Your question is, as a leader, how do you intend to use your skills to create an impact in the society?
Thank you for that wonderful question. We did deserve our girls to empower others and to encourage others. So I'll lead with their determination, with inspiration from Nelly, Dala, and Sienna Mondo Figueres, Ben Ellen Mondo. Muchas gracias. Thank you for that wonderful answer. Candidate number 2. Up next is our candidate number 3 from Pan-African. We call on SK at La Punaba Award to ask the question.
Hi, how are you feeling? How are you feeling right now?
Feeling good.
Okay, so number 17. How do you handle differences among the girls that you lead? I read the question again. How do you handle differences among the girls that you lead?
Nahandle ko ang pagiging leader ko being like Weasel. Weasel po, siya po yung nagsisymbolize with then agad-agad po silang naglalay and sila po yung nagsasabi sa akin
Go, Risha.
Thank you, Professor number 3. And now, we move on to our candidate number 4 from Dolores.
Ayun.
May we call on Ms. Kim Casanto to give the question. I think the number 18.
Okay, question number 18. Do you want me to read the question twice? Or once? Go, laban. Question number 18. As a leader, how do you ensure that your action reflects your mission? I repeat the question. As a leader, how do you ensure that your action reflects your mission?
Well, as a scout, it's not just about the wearing uniform. It's about the leadership. As a leader, I would discipline my own girls. I would be a leader that rules every girl, not just my troop, but the whole scout, the whole girl scout of the Philippines. If I would lead the girls, I would make sure that my actions is correct, because in the law of the Girl Scout, we have included that we should be resilient, we should be kind, we should be a friend to other Girl Scouts. That makes us as a leader to other Girl Scouts. That's all. Thank you. Now, next we have candidate number 5 from Gifts and Future. Maybe once again, Paul, our pedestrians of Easter Summer Girl Representative, three people that is the question.
Question number 5. should look up to and why? Again, give a name of a leader you think girls should look up to and why.
Any kind of leader, like,
Yes.
I think they should look up to their Ate Florence right here because she symbolizes how great the path the Lord gives to her as what she becomes now. We were batchmates in 7th grade and she didn't stop. She didn't stop going to encampments. She explored the Philippines and had many experiences, and I think every Girl Scout should have a dream and should explore the world the way that other girls want to explore the world. And also, like the Ate Florence, they should be responsible, they should act strong, and they should have the leadership skills that she has. Because you can't manage one group without their leadership skills, and if you don't manage that, then the whole group will somehow fail because of their leader. So it all represents the leader on how she acts, and that's why they should act like her Ate Florence to make sure they are one as a group and they work confidently. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful answer, candidate number 5. Now, proceed to candidate number 6 from the 7.
May we call on Miss Ashley Alconada Alar for the question? Number 2 po.
Number 2. Okay, so as a leader, what do you think is your primary mission? Again, as a leader, what do you think is your primary mission?
Thank you for that. My primary mission is to be a role model of all the Girl Scouts here, and because of that, I have a vision to be a proactive and a God-loving, and for that mission will be my guide to accomplish the vision. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Contestant number 6 from Salcedo Vocational High School.
Now, for candidate number 7 from Maslow, may we call on Cadet Girl Scout Eastern Summer for Representative Phoebe Pagano to ask the question.
Number 6.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
So your question is there a difference in how men and women eat? Why or why not? Again, is there a difference in how men and women eat? Why or why not?
Actually, there is no difference about women and men. Lord make us just not differences. They just make us fair and square. There is no difference between men or women. Not just because men do the work and women just stay at home. It's just not that square. It is very important to know that all women and men is just simple. In the values education, we learn about nothing is different when you fight and love each other. That's why I become a Girl Scout, not just to show others that I'm confidently pretty and confidently kind, but to show all that I'm confidently beautiful with a soul and a heart. Thank you.
Thank you so much to candidate number 7. Now, proceeding to candidate number 8 from La Vida National High School.
Please call on Ms. Ilusato for the next question.
Number 4.
Question number 4. How does a girl become a leader?
A Girl Scout become a leader when they know how to manage a certain organization and they know they embody the confidence, respect, and any leader should have to embody. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that question. Next is candidate number 9 from Taft East National High School.
Please call on Ms. King Ashley Altonaba, our current president.
Number 1 po.
Number 1, okay. What makes a Girl Scout an effective leader? Again, what makes a Girl Scout an effective leader? Please repeat the question again. Okay. So, what makes a Girl Scout an effective leader?
Tagalogin.
Pagiging Girl Scout po, like, nag-work niya kapag ikaw ang leader ka, like maupay ka in pagdalhin mo kasi group, and maupay in discipline para madadalhin mo mga ka-group.
Thank you, candidate number 9 from Taft. Now for candidate number 10 from Taft Bacot, may we call on Fidel Girl Scout Samar, Representative Pili Badado to ask the president.
Question number 9 po.
So, your question is, as a Girl Scout, how do you encourage your fellow to become leaders on their own?
Bilang isang Girl Scout, na-encourage ko ang aking fellow Girl Scout sa pamamagitan ng pagpapakita sa nila ng tamang pamamalasan. Tamang asal. Sa pamamagitan ng pagpapakita sa kanila ng tamang asal at sa pamamagitan ng pagpaparinig ng aking tinig na kaya namin ang lahat ng laban. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you for that wonderful question. Candidate number 10 from Tagbakan. And finally, our candidate number 11.
So that ends our question and answer portion since 11 isn't here, unfortunately. So, yes. Okay, so candidates, you may now exit the stage. Hindi na po. Stay.
Stand by.
And chairs. From alanin mo. Chairs. May intermission din.
Next is the presentation of special awards. And now, the moment that we all been waiting for. The presentation of special awards.
Ang lalawin yan.
Okay, so since we haven't been able to calculate the results yet, so let's call on the girls from Lalawigan National High School to perform their intermission number. Once again, Lalawigan National High School. question now.
Girls, please stand up and turn on your flashlights or cell phones. Flashlights. Please turn on your flashlights. Energy check. Can I get a heartbeat? Can I get a heartbeat? Energy check. Everybody sing. Dance and sing.
Stuck in the middle of the sea. I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be there.